Our kingdom has forgotten a prince. A prince at the feet. Thousand salutations to you, O heavens born. Through centuries of penance have I won a glimpse of you, O Holy One. You will in time. Eternity has blossomed to a flower, which is your newborn, and the world shall smell the fragrance of his being, which shall flood each speck, each grain, whether of earth or heaven. He is the Buddha, golden Lord of peace, Lord of compassion. Why? Here comes Gauri, the daughter of one of our ministers, Riziraj Chakrabarti.
We've seen all the princesses. We seem to have run out of gifts.
Indeed. We have to wind up the ceremony. The gift basket is empty.
Come on, girls. You may now get ready to dance.
We have one more princess in mind. Here comes Shishodra, accompanied by King Dhanapani and his queen Pamita.
We were delayed, Prince Siddharta. Our chariot met with an accident.
And we were rescued by Prince Devdata. He is a real hero indeed.
We had almost come to the end of the ceremony. You seem to be just in time. I have hereby chosen my bride. Yashodhara will be my bride.
It is indeed time for some merrymaking and
esteemed guests are invited to the dance floor.
Okanti! Okanti ho!
Long live our compassionate Prince Siddharta.
The game starts now. What a fool the king was, wasn't he? To even think that he could keep the prince shut out from the uncomfortable truths of life. The king was trying to make sure he didn't end up in a septic in the jungle. Stop being so sarcastic, Emma. Siddharta looks so agitated, but he still doesn't send him to the jungle.
China, his skin is wrinkled like the bark we saw in the forest the other day. His eyes have no light left in him. Is he the only sorrowful being in the whole kingdom?
I don't know what to say, Prince.
Poor, sad being.
May you be blessed, generous Prince. I can die contented now.
Prince, my royal cousin, do not be misled by all this window dressing your father, the king, is responsible for. He knows you are tender-hearted. He did not wish that you see the other side of life.
The other side of life? Has life two sides to it?
You have the innocence of a 10-year-old babe. Tell him, Chana.
Life has two sides, Prince, the bright and the dark. To the bright side belongs the pleasures and the jewel side with which you are surrounded in the palace. To the other side, the dark side, belongs old age, such as you saw.
Long live the great Prince Siddharta.
What is that, Chan? Yet another sorrowful creature?
This too belongs to the other side of life, the dark, the very dark side.
That's the way the prince will be educated. Go ahead, Destiny. You are stronger than all men put together. The prince has received true education for the first time in his life.
Look at his fingers. They've dropped off. There are no fingers to look at. And his eyes are two large red wounds. He is blind.
Not blinder than you have been all these years.
I cannot see the prince, but I can feel him blow like a great big wind. Oh, may he have a long life.
And what a voice! It seems to be coming out of a bleeding hollow, the hollow of a grave which is one large wound. Chana, as he approaches me, he seems to stink. He's all stink. What's happened to him? Not all the flowers of the world can cover up the stink which fills this poor man's body.
Prince, he is what is called diseased.
Diseased?
He will not live long.
He will not live long. In the midst of rejoicing and merriment, this awful sight. Is this the reception a prince gets usually? By the way, Chana, did you say something about his life? He will not live long, you said. What did you mean?
You see that, Prince?
A queer thing to become. A man asleep on a narrow bed, a narrow little wooden bed. Seems to me that he's performing a sort of balancing feat.
That is called a corpse, Prince. He is dead and will never rise again. That's what the diseased man will soon become. That's what everybody must soon or later become.
Everybody?
Unfortunately, yes.
Dead. What a terrible thing it must be to die. Death. What is death? I must know.
Before that, I suggest that you try and get to know as to what life is. There's still time for you to get to know what death is. Death is the other side of life. I told you life had two sides.
Chana, let us go back.
Coward, unable to face the reality of life.
I want to go back and hide somewhere from the world. Let us go back.
Prince, why let gloomy thoughts disturb you?
I am not. I'm only trying to face the truth. He's a coward who runs away from truth. That terrible thing with wounds? Yes. Do all men get like that?
Not exactly like that, but most men get disease sometime or other. There are many sorts of diseases in the world, Prince.
The greatest, it seems to me, is ignorance. I suppose disease is the penalty of life. Prince of the human flesh. Human birth is a sad thing, so long as one doesn't understand why he was born. To think that I may get diseased someday, and I shall grow old if I live long enough.
This parrot is lying. I just gave it food, and now it's crying that it's hungry. What do you think is the problem, my dear?
The parrot is not hungry for food, Yashoda. He is hungry for something else. He needs food for his soul.
Friend Siddharta, the king is at the door and requests to have a word with you.
Please let him in.
I heard about your trip to the town today. Did you have a good time?
Father, it would be helpful indeed if I could be left in peace.
What ails you, my son? Maybe you could share your concerns with me.
So give me leave, my king, my father. Allow me to leave and look for peace. Peace is the foundation of all life, of all true and great living. I beg to go away, to look for peace.
Peace. Peace? It is only a word, my son. You are mad, stark mad, if you think you are going to find it. Peace is a lie.
I cannot suffer it anymore.
What suffering can you have, my son? What suffering that makes you decide to leave us and go away? Are you thinking of going into a forest? And do you think you can find peace there? If the forest could yield peace, then tigers and panthers would have found it long ago. You're mad, raving mad. That's what I think you are.
Channa, why are you awake at this time?
Prince, I could see that you were restless after the trip to town today. I wanted to check on you. It was your first trip outside the palace gates.
You are right, Channa. The trip did open my eyes to the real world, with all its suffering and sorrow. My soul has spoken to me. I have come to a decision.
My dear Prince, your decision is indeed my command.
Return these jewels to my father. Tell him that I will return when I have found the truth that liberates all beings from suffering.
My dear Prince.
Do not weep, Channa, for this is a path I must walk alone. I seek a way beyond the suffering and illusions of this world. Take care of my family and know that I go to find the answers that may bring peace to all.
Holy One, Enlightened One, please, please bring your baby back to life.
I will revive the child only if you bring a mustard seed from a house where nobody has died.
The woman goes from house to house and inquires, but is finally unable to get the mustard seed, as there is no house without deaths in it. So she returns to the Buddha, confesses to her ignorance, and wants to bury her child. She has realized the ephemerality of life.
Oh, he comes this way. I've conquered him. I've conquered him at last. He, after whom the whole kingdom has been running since his return, is now coming towards one. But what am I saying? As he comes closer, I feel I am being conquered. Oh, what a wonderful monk. Forgive me for my pride, my insolence, my anger. They have vanished at your approach, leaving but a great big adoration in the heart. Enlightened one, will you deign to enter our chamber but once? I would, along with our son Rahul, adore you, making you sit on a seat of flowers, offering incense to you.
I shall enter the chamber. You shall no longer be hungry.
Thank you.